I want to ask you, what was your situation, or how was your situation before we started working together?
Yeah. So I felt like I was a bit in a difficult situation, and I dealt with a lot of insecurities. Often I felt like I was not worthy or not good enough, and I was a bit crushed by emotionally challenging situations. I lived in a different country, so I didn't like have directly my friends to talk to, and one of the worst things for me was that in those moments I wasn't really able to be strong for any of my loved ones or in my relationship.
Right, right. I hear that. And if I may ask, how did it make you feel to be in that situation?
Well, mainly, as I said, I felt a bit insecure and like I wasn't really worth enough. Yeah.
Right. So the worthiness issue, right?
Mhm.
Okay. And if I may ask you, so when we look at your situation, what is it that you were unable to do that you wished you could in that situation?
I think mainly I was in need of some more inner strength and some confidence, and I needed a way to live through those emotionally stressful situations in general that would come inevitably to me, like stress or fights, yeah, without feeling like completely drowned.
Mhm.
And I also feel like what was needed for me that is that I could acknowledge my emotions and still stay strong and have boundaries and just uplift the situation while acknowledging that this is the situation and then getting out of it without a panic.
Wow, I really like how you say it, in how you frame it, really nicely. And so, if I may ask, how did you find me? Like, how did we come together? How did you find me about what I'm doing? What was it that you kind of? What was the way that you got to me?
I believe I got to know you through another course program, which we went through together as students, both of us. And I remember that you were very active and asking a lot of questions. I liked your structured thoughts and questions there. And I later found out that you have your own coaching business. So we stayed in contact. And when a time came, yeah, you helped me out a lot, and I did some coaching sessions with you.
Thank you very much for saying that. And so, but before we started, were there any doubts or fears about the approach that I was doing? If so, what were they?
Well, I didn't know exactly what to expect, and also I'm always a bit afraid of like making also financial commitment and not knowing what's going to happen. But as I had the experience through like texting with you and being in contact with you, knowing you in that course, yeah, I knew that you had some wisdom in the area that I was struggling, and so I did it, and I'm happy with it, with my
Nice.
choice.
Nice. Thank you very much for saying that. And so now it's been more than a year since we worked together. And I want to ask you, so what's your situation right now? Where are you right now?
Well, I've been on like a journey of self-work kind of since 2022 at least, and I try to go on with this whenever possible. I'm still going on with it. I mean, working with you was my first like one-on-one coaching experience, and it definitely put me into a mindset that I can achieve so many things if I put my focus on them. Yeah, back
Nice.
then the sessions were like straws in my life when I was feeling a bit down that I hung on to, and like it helped me to be accountable, and it was like getting me through this time and coming out better than before. Yeah.
Nice. Thank you very much for saying that. And so after looking at what we did together, and I feel like we worked together for what, maybe 6 months, somewhere between 3 and 6 months. Yes. So what is it that you see was the positive impact that the work that we did together had on others around you?
I think that definitely after we were done, my relationship was in a better place. And I knew that, whatever would come, I would be able to get through it and get out of it.
Nice. Seems like you are in a good place. So if I may ask one last question, and that is, what would you tell someone who is watching this right now and is unsure about taking the next step? What would be your words to them?
I would probably say, don't give up, and at the same time, don't force anything. Don't get like drowned in doubts or bad thoughts. And remember, there is a right time for everything. If it's not now, maybe it's in a week or a month. Change is not made in a day, so take small steps. And yeah, if you don't know where to start, or you need like a guide or a vision, why don't take a chance with Matt, learn from him. What you will definitely see is that Matt has a very structured approach, and he will analyze your situation step by step, and you'll make a plan, and he will guide you through it. So I know that he has knowledge from many fields, and I'm sure that he will be able to make like a suggestion to pretty much any question you have.
Thank you very much for saying that. Thanks a lot for your time, and I wish you all the best going forward.
Thank you.